We are with Cheryl Pounder now. And Cheryl, the Habs, of course, they don't want to go back to the Bell Center down 2-0. So who is most likely to go hero mode tonight? Is it Uri Slafkovsky, Patrick Laine, or Ivan Demidov?
Sarah, I have two that I want to talk about right now. I mean, how impressive would it be if you're talking hero? How would a young athlete who's only played 2 NHL games, can you imagine if he was your X factor, if Demidov went out there and got it done, got on the score sheet? You know, he's a natural goal scorer. He's got an abundance of talent. I can talk over and over about him, but I think it would be a sort of a Cinderella story. This guy comes in, he doesn't have any experience in the NHL, and he just sets his foot on NHL ice in the playoffs and he gets it done. I think it would be absolutely outstanding, and that would earn himself a cape. But if we're going to go and we're really going to talk about sort of managing our expectations, you got to look at Slafkovsky. Here's a guy who has played at the Olympic Winter Games. He has 200 games of NHL experience, but I think he is aligned against the Capitals. You want a physical guy that can create space for his line mates in Suzuki and Caufield. So when I look at that, a guy that can physically impose his will, who can shield a puck and open up the ice, I'm looking at Slafkovsky to be a difference maker in the game.
Okay, yeah, they definitely need someone. I love it too. Need someone to be a difference maker. The Habs comeback, though, in Game 1 wasn't something new. This team has really been impossible to put away in games for a long time now. So, Cheryl, how much credit does Marty St. Louis deserve for the Habs' no-quit attitude?
I think it's amazing to see what he has done. And you can take it right back to the beginning of his career, you know, undrafted. And the guys in the room know that, right? They know that, you know, he created his own energy. He created his own path. There was a belief, there was a will, there was a work ethic. But now you look at him, and I kind of look at him as a conductor, right? He knows what each piece of his team can bring, and he knows how to get it going, right? He can create that final composition. And what I mean by that is not only do you have to have buy-in, but you have to have belief within your room. And I certainly think that he has found a way to master that belief amongst his group. You have a young team. You have the youngest team in the NHL playoffs right now, and somehow they managed to not only make the playoffs, but look at that comeback the other night, getting to overtime. So there is a rally cap right now. There is a belief within that room, and I think it starts right with Marty St. Louis. Anytime you have that kind of energy with your leader, someone who can really recognize the temperature of what you need in that moment, a guy that can understand that he needs to make changes. You saw him earlier in the year adapt within his own defensive structure. I mean, that's something to pay attention to. Guys want to play for and go through a wall, not just for him, but for one another. So that conductor, I'm waiting to see the final song after tonight. How's that?
Yeah, I think that's great. All the players are always buying in with him. And, you know, there is one player that never shows any quit as well. It's their captain, Nick Suzuki. Since being left off Canada's Four Nations face-off roster, he's been involved in over 45% of the Habs goals.